With soul food flowed and stocked my bed kitchen, I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated.
It's Madden NFL 23, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert to throw right away. And that's into the hands of Eckler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw on second and 10. Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He finds his target, Allen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. That third down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. On fourth down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
The throw over the middle taken in. And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. White looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, White. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. White. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, Want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. To throw, White. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
A solid stiff arm. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, White. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. Big gain of 5. And now we've got a third down and 3. They'll run with Carter. And he'll have the Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, right back to Carter. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Well, it was the big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 40-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he works free. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are once again back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd and 9, White. Open man here is Conklin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll get it across midfield down to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Allen's got it complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 2nd and 9. Again, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. On 2nd and 9, White. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now. Now White. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Oh, boy, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now White. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Herbert now. There's the stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense on third down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Draw play, Carter. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On 2nd down, Eckler. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. White looks to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A play fake, now White. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. White. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
To throw again on 2nd down. White. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. White. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 29 yards. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Caught by Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We take a look at Mike White as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's White. nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes, left side. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Out of the gun, it's White. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. .51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Up the middle with Eckler. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw, White. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chargers ready to take over. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. Well, that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Eckler now between the tackles. He finds some open field here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 112 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's White. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes Carter. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now White. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Zerline good with a PAT, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Herbert throwing again. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Williams brings it in. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So another 3rd down conversion. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. How can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 2nd and long. White. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. White looks to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this 3rd quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. His record-setting ball game just continues. I mean, we're getting into silly territory here. He is closing in on 400 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw. Herbert. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. White, and he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. White. They'll check this one down to Carter. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now White. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now White with a first down throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's White. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. It looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. inside, complete to Keenan Allen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. On the give, this is Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Chargers just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. White. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's White. And that's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. We're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. On 1st and 10, White. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now White. That's a screenplay here for Carter. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Robinson up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 28 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert now. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. That one caught by Carter. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. White looks to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, White. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now White. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. That is caught. It's Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.